Hello everybody. Today this showed up, and what a marvellous packaging job this was. It may look like a chimney, but as you know by the title and thumbnail, inside this package is a Gibson Midtown custom guitar. So let's unpack this and find out a little bit more about it. Now at first glance you may think this is a 335 or by the size a 339, but it's neither. It's smaller than a 335 but slightly larger than a 339. You may also think that it's a semi-hollow, but again, unlike the 339 and the 335, its body is in fact chambered, therefore its tonal quality is different too. Let's get it out of the case and take a more in-depth look. The body of the Midtown is made from solid mahogany, but as mentioned previously, this is strategically chambered for optimal sound and weight relief. This also has a solid maple top with F-holes to give it a definite semi-hollow look and feel, but unlike the semi-hollows, this does not have an arched top. It weighs 8 pounds and 2 ounces, which is roughly 3.6 kilograms. It has a lovely nitrocellulose lacquer finish. Nitro finishes were standard back in the 60s and 70s, and they are much thinner than today's polyurethane finishes, allowing the guitar to breathe. Nitro finishes not only look vintage and wonderful, but they also enhance the instrument's tonal qualities. The look of nitro finished guitars will in many people's eyes improve over the years, giving the guitar a look of vintage wear the more it ages. A look that many people pay a lot of money for these days, with the likes of Murphy's Lab and road worn finishes. It has a 7-ply binding around the body, and the binding continues up the neck that includes fret nibs to the headstock, which is complete with its acrylic split diamond inlay. The neck is a mahogany 60 slim taper, which has what looks to be an ebony fretboard, but is in fact black Richlite. Richlite is made primarily of recycled paper from managed forests. The paper is treated with resin, then pressed and baked to create solid sheets. This material has been used for decades in aerospace, the marine industry, and in sports, for example skateboard and BMX ramp surfaces, so you know it's durable, environmentally friendly, and it also has great sustain. The nut is Graphtec and measures 42.3mm. This guitar also comes with Grover tuners, which are lovely and smooth. As you can see, the back has a lovely grain, and this continues up the neck, so let's dive in a bit deeper and look at what's inside this guitar. Here you can see it has a set of burst buckers, and there's the burst bucker 1 in the neck. This measures 7.34. With this pickup out you can also see that this guitar has a long neck tenon, which some players believe gives the guitar more sustain. The burst bucker 2 at the bridge measures 7.77 and the middle reading is 3.77. It has 2 tone and 2 volume knobs. By stripping this guitar down you can see that this has an upgrade of the bridge by way of a Japanese Gotar Nashville, and this is a welcome surprise. The truss rod is also in great condition. One thing I always do is cover the nut on the back of the scratch plate with some black tape. This is a personal thing I do to all guitars with these floating scratch plates whenever I buy, repair, service or just set them up, as it's such a shame to see a scratch or a dent in these guitars and it's so unnecessary. It also prevents some players from removing them should they wish to do so. Thankfully modern day guitars mostly come with a nice soft pad over this nut, straight from the factory. Now when we take off the cover from the back we see that it's been routed in what you would think is a very strange way, but this is done on purpose. As if they had fully routed this, you would be able to see right through the F-hole to the backplate, which wouldn't look very nice at all, and therefore routing it carefully, like they have done, not only gives you access to the pots and switch, but they have also managed to successfully mimic the look of a hollow body guitar, from the front anyway. As you can see, this guitar houses the usual Gibson CTS full-size pots, so all that's left now is to hear how this guitar sounds. Now I'm sure you would agree that this is a lovely and quite unique guitar, and every bit as special as any other Gibson model would be, and it is definitely more affordable than a Gibson 339 or a 335. And this custom model is now becoming quite a sought after guitar, much more so than the Midtown standards, and especially in this natural colour. It literally sits Midtown between a Gibson Les Paul and a Gibson semi-acoustic guitar, design wise and sound wise. So before we get to listen to the song I recorded, as I always ask, if you enjoy the content I create, then please take the time to like and subscribe. It literally costs you nothing but a few minutes of time, but helps me to continue making these free, independent videos and reviews, and also helps spread these videos to a wider audience that may well be in need of some free help and advice. So until the next time, as always, thanks for watching. Caught in a storm, suddenly aged, I feel I'm blown, but I'm glad I waited. Candy came down, candy came down. Well, I'm glad I called. Yeah, I'm glad I caught her. I'm glad she learned from me all those treacherous things I taught her. Oh, candy came down, candy came down. Oh. Candy came on the top of that swell, just a one smile and you love her as well. Came and rinsed it all. Take you down to the edge of the water. You go down and you drown and you're over me. Candy came and rinsed it all. She's so lovely, so lovely, so. It's not the right place, it's not the right face, but it's such a lovely face, you can't take the place, oh, I don't mind. Candy came down, oh, candy came down, oh. Candy came from the top of that swell, just a one smile and you love her as well as me. Candy came and rinsed it all. Take you down to the edge of the water.